Steps in business registration. Number 1 is DTI-BT RCP registration. It is necessary to register your business with the Department of Trade and Industry and the Bureau of Trade Regulation and Consumer Protection, because you will gain the exclusive right to establish and use your business name. It also offers protection from those who could take advantage of your name. Number 2 is barangay clearance. The local government code requires all local businesses to register at the barangay level. This is easy to do and a minimal fee is required. Number 3 is the registration with the local government. Permits and licenses required to ensure that standards are met and the businesses comply with the specific requirements of the business locally. Number 4 is the BIR registration. The Bureau of Internal Revenue will furnish your business with its own tax identification number and the authority to print receipts invoices. Number 5 is the SS registration. The Social Security Systems offers your employees many benefits, also benefits you as employer in cases of employee's disability or death. Number 6 is DOLE registration. Registering with the Department of Labor and Employment is required for businesses with 5 or more workers. Number 7 is the PhilHealth. Securing membership in the government healthcare benefit system. Number 8 is the electricity utility firms for companies located in non-Meralco franchise area. Manila Electrico, securing electric services connection for business in Meralco franchise area. Number 9, Local Water Utilities Administration for firms locating outside Metro Manila. Securing water services, Maynilad Water Company and Manila Water Company for firms locating in Metro Manila. Number 10 is Philippine Long Distance Telephone, Bayantel Digital Smart and Globe Lines, securing telephone services connection. And last number is the registration with other offices. You may be required to register with other agencies of government depending on your type of business. Business permit and license requirements for business permit. Number 1 is locational clearance prior to business permit, new applicants and change of business address only. Number 2 is lease contract between the lessor and the lease. If lease, attach mayor's permit registration of the building owner or landlord as a real estate lessor. If not, lease contract between the lease and the sublease with conformity of the owner of the building administration. 3 is business name registration with the Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship. Number 4 is Article of Incorporation Partnership approved by SEC. Number 5 is barangay clearance. Number 6 is public liability insurance. 7, financial statement of assets and liabilities or BIR income tax return for renewal only. 8, resident certificate A and B for single proprietorship, C and C1 for corporation. And 9 is other special permits depending on the type of business. Locational clearance prior to building permit. Who should apply? All lot owners who intend to construct a structure in their respective properties. 2 is all tenants of buildings, structures who intend to do some renovation. What are the requirements? 1 is completely filled up application form for building permit. 2 is 5 sets of architectural plan, signed and sealed. 3, barangay clearance. 4, transfer certificate of title. 5, latest payment of real property tax. 6, computation of floor area ratio for construction of structures where density is limited by a maximum floor area. 7 is notarized authorization for the person following up the application. Business name. Not a term or word or group of words that connote activities or norms that are unlawful, immoral, scandalous, or contrary to propriety. Number 2 is not a name, word or group of words, term or expression used to designate or distinguish or suggest a quality of any class of goods, articles, merchandise, products, or services. Number 3, not a trade name, telemark, or business name registered by any government agency authorized to register names or trademarks. 4, not inimical to the security of the state. 5, not composed of a purely generic word or group of words. Number 6, not a name, the use of which is restricted by law or regulation, or that which cannot be legally appropriated. 7, not officially used by the government in its non-proprietary functions. 8, not a name or abbreviation of any nation, intergovernmental, or international organization unless authorized by a competent authority of that nation, intergovernmental, or international organization. 9. Not a subject of an order by any administrative agencies or bodies or regular courts prohibiting the registration. 10. Not a name of other persons. And 11. Not deceptive, misleading, or one that misrepresents the nature of the business. In where to register different business structures. In sole proprietorship, it registered in Department of Trade Industry, DTI, Partnership, Securities and Exchange Commission, Corporation, Security and Exchange Commission, OPC, Securities and Exchange Commission, and Cooperative is Cooperative Development Authority. How different business structures attain in legal personality. In sole proprietorship, a sole proprietorship does not have a separate legal personality. The business and the owner are one and the same in the eyes of the law. In partnership, a partnership may have a separate legal personality depending on the type. General partnership typically do not, while limited partnership and partnership with juridical personality do. Registration with the SEC is usually required for partnerships to gain legal personality. In corporation, a corporation always has a separate legal personality from its owners. It's a distinct legal entity. Registration with the SEC is mandatory. How different business structures attain in legal personality. In sole proprietorship, a sole proprietorship does not have a separate legal personality. The business and the owner are one and the same in the eyes of the law. In partnership, a partnership may have a separate legal personality depending on the type. General partnership typically do not, while limited partnership and partnership with juridical personality do. Registration with the SEC is usually required for partnerships to gain legal personality. In corporation, a corporation always has a separate legal personality from its owners. It's a distinct legal entity. Registration with the SEC is mandatory. In the sources of capital for different business structures, in sole proprietorship, the owner's personal funds, loans, or investments. In partnership, contributions from partners, loans, and investments. In corporation, investment from shareholders through the sale of stocks, loans, and retained earnings. In OPC, the single shareholders' funds, loans, or investments. In cooperative, member contributions, loans, grants, and other sources. In the liability, in sole proprietorship, the owner has unlimited liability. This means the owner's personal assets are at risk for the business debts and obligations. In partnership, general partnership, partners typically have unlimited liability, meaning they are and severally liable for the partnership's debts. In limited partnership, limited partners have liability limited to their investment, while general partners have unlimited liability. Their liability is limited to the amount of their investment in the corporation. In OPC, the single shareholder generally has limited liability, similar to a regular corporation. In cooperative, members generally have limited liability, usually up to the amount of their share capital. Succession work in sole proprietorship in the business typically dissolves upon the owner's death or incapacity. The business can be sold or transferred, but it's not automatic. In partnership, the partnership typically dissolves upon death, withdrawal, or bankruptcy of a partner, unless the partnership agreement specifies otherwise. In corporation, a corporation has perpetual existence. It continues to exist regardless of changes in ownership. In OPC, the business continues even if the single shareholder dies. The shares are transferred according to the shareholder's will or applicable laws. In cooperative, the cooperative continues to exist regardless of changes in membership. Profit sharing works for different business structures. In sole proprietorship, the owner receives all profits. In partnerships, profits are shared among the partners according to the partnership agreement. If there is no agreement, profits are usually divided equally. In corporation, profits can be distributed to shareholders as dividends, or they can be retained by the corporation for reinvestment. In OPC, the single shareholders receives all profits. In cooperative, profits are distributed to members as patronage refunds based on their transactions with the cooperative and as interest on share capital. The difference between a limited partner and a general partner. General partner has unlimited liability for the partnership's debts and obligations. They are actively involved in managing the business. In limited partner has limited liability, meaning their liability is limited to the amount of their investment in the partnership. They typically do not participate in day-to-day management on the business. Difference of partnership and joint venture is partnership is ongoing business with shared liability and profits, while joint venture temporary collaboration for a specific project sharing profits and losses. Benefits of BMBE. Number 1 is exemption from income tax. BMBEs are exempt from income tax on their operations. 2 is exemption from the minimum wage law. BMBEs are not required to pay the minimum wage. 3 is priority in credit assistance. BMBEs are given priority in accessing credit assistance from government financing institutions. 4 is technical and marketing assistance. BMBEs can receive a technical and marketing assistance from various government agencies. For those who are not qualified, it is number 1 is businesses with assets exceeding 3 million pesos. 2 is branches or subsidiaries of large corporations, and 3 is businesses engaged in activities that are not covered by the BMBE law. How to register in DTI and BIR. In DTI, register your business name online or at a DTI office. You'll need to choose a business name and provide details about your business. In BIR or Bureau of Internal Revenue, register with the BIR to get a taxpayer identification number and register your business. You will need to submit required documents and pay the necessary fees. Difference of advertisement and offer in Pepsi Cola. In advertisement, Pepsi Cola's ads are meant to promote their products and create awareness. They are not offers. In offer, an offer would be a specific promotion like a contest where you can win a prize by buying Pepsi. It has specific terms and conditions. 5 types of marketing communication. Number 1, advertising. It has print, broadcast, digital, and outdoor. Number 2 is sales promotion. It has coupons, contests and sweepstakes, premiums, and samples. Number 3 is public relations. It has press releases, events and sponsorships, media relations, and crisis communication. 4 is direct marketing, direct mail, email marketing, telemarketing, and mobile marketing. 5 is digital marketing. It has search engine, social media marketing, and content marketing, and email marketing. To compute non-food, number 1 is variable cost. The total cost of goods, materials, ingredients, production time, packaging, promotion, or shipping. Number 2 is the fixed cost. It is the total of utilities like tubig or kuryente, rental, or salary. Number 3 is the profit margin or PM. Add the variable cost or the fixed cost, then add the given profit margin. The number 4 is the tax. The tax is 12%. The total of PM plus tax, 12%. 5 is total cost, and the 6 is selling price. You can round up the total cost. In food computation, number 1 is the variable cost. The total cost of goods like materials, ingredients, production time. Shipping or affiliate divided by the total of products. Number 2 is the fixed cost. The total of utilities like tubig, kuryente, rent. And number 3 is profit margin. Add the variable cost and fixed cost, then add the profit margin. Note that the PM for food is 100%. Number 4 is buffer cost. For food, there is a buffer cost. If buffer cost is 30%. Number 5 is tax, 12%. The subtotal of BC plus tax, 12%. 6 is total cost. And number 7 is selling price. Round up the total cost.